Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you don't know who I am or if you're new here, my name is Jorava. I'm a content creator and sneaker reseller based here in the UK. For today's video, I want to go over arguably the biggest sneaker release of the year, the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Fragments. Now there's potentially great profit to be made here, even going up to more than £1,000, so if you want to know how to get them, make sure you watch till the end of the video. As always, if you haven't done so already, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you could help me with that would be really appreciated. Now without talking too much, I'm going to jump on the computer now and let's get started on how to get these shoes. Okay guys, so I'm on the computer now. I want to go over the shoe in general and make this sort of like a review video as well as a how to cop. I also want to go over the shoe in more detail in terms of the quality of it, including the leathers, the quality, how it feels, how it looks on your feet as well. So I'm on the first website now, which is Heisner by E. This website basically goes over mainly designer brands, sneakers, stuff like that. And I'm on this website because I actually want to go over the Fragment brand in more detail, because I know a lot of people who may be new to sneakers or this in general probably don't know about the brand. So it's originally from Japan. It's from a Japanese artist. His name is Hiroshi Fujiwara. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And yeah, he's just done loads of different designs with other brands as well, including Levi's, Converse. He's had a Jordan 3 with Air Jordan brand. Now he's got the Jordan 1 with Travis Scott and Jordan brand again. And also one of his biggest designs was with Starbucks in 2011, where he designed their cups as well. So he's very big in this industry and his shoes always resell for a lot. Putting that in perspective in terms of sneaker resale, you're probably looking with his shoes at more than £1,000 profit. And this will be one of those ones which, even though the profit is higher, it will be harder to cop. If you guys have seen any of my previous videos, you would know that this website, The Sole Supplier, is one of my favorite websites in terms of sneaker stuff. They also have clothing things as well, but in terms of sneakers in general, this is probably one of the best websites to go on to find out releases, information, quality of shoe, etc. So I just typed in Fragment in the search bar because I want to go over the different types of shoes briefly that Fragment has done and different collabs. So there's a whole page full of different ones that they've done. There's actually 2 pages full, and they've done various designs, including the upcoming Jordan 1 with Travis Scott and Jordan brand. And they're also going to have a low version of this. So just like Travis Scott's previous Jordan 1, there was a high and there was a low. They've also done dunks, and this one is just going for crazy money on the resale market. So opening up the Fragment dunks, this is probably one of the biggest dunks that we have seen in recent times, and it's just like a all dark shoe. And it's obviously got that infamous Fragment logo, which even though you might have 2 of the same shoes, if one of them's got that logo, it's going to be crazy resale profit compared to the other one, even though it could be the exact same thing. And they've also had the Sacai as well. These same thing, resale profit was crazy. I want to actually go over this one, which is the Fragment 3s, and this is arguably the biggest Jordan brand collaboration and trainer collaboration that Fragment have done. This released in October of 2020, which was last year, and I think it was just before the pandemic, or maybe in between the pandemic. Even though people were sitting at home, everyone still loved the shoe. It's still got crazy resale profit. So just judging from how many shoes they put together as a collaboration, you're probably looking, including with the Travis Scott name, you're clearly looking at more than £1,000 profit. So we'll go on to the Travis Scott shoe now. If you want to know how to get that and potentially get that profit, then keep watching to the end and we'll go over the different ways to get it. So we're on the Travis Scott Fragments 1, Jordan 1s. I'm just going to look at the high for the time being, and then we'll go over the lows in a different video. But we've got the date to be released as July 29th, 2021. It actually hasn't loaded on the Nike Sneakers website, so I don't know if it's going to be delayed or if it's just going to be released closer to the time. Just looking at it from afar, and my first impressions of the shoe is that I'm not really a fan of the colours. It just looks weird. It looks like they're forcing it because they had the popular Jordan 1 Travis Scott's. It just looks like they're forcing the backward swoosh on this colour as well. It reminds me sort of the Obsidian Jordan 1s. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a picture of them on screen now. But except that I think this is like a darker blue, and the white actually doesn't look like it's out of place, whereas on this it does. I think if they coloured this strip here, which was for the laces, it would look a lot better. If they basically made the same blue as they've got here and then kept the backward swoosh, it would look much better. But as a first impression, I'm not really a fan of the shoe, and if I was to get it, and I am going to try get it, I'll just flip it and just make profit from it. It's not something that I would keep in my personal collection. So just scrolling through the picture, you can see at the back of the shoe, it's got the Cactus Jack logo and it's got the Fragment logo. And I think that's actually a really nice touch, and I think I really like that. If it wasn't for the side of the shoe, and if the side of the shoe was blue, I probably would have kept it if I got it. Because I really do like that little nice touch that they've got there. And like I said earlier, you could have two of the same shoes, but if it's got any one of these logos, it's going to be much more profit than the other one. It also has on the tongue here, it has Fragment design, which is also a nice little touch. It's focusing more on the little details compared to general release like shoes which are mass produced. I think Jordan Brand is quite good at that because it sets these shoes apart from the normal ones. From this picture here, if you look at the side where my mouse is here, it looks like the leather is really tumbled, so I'm hoping that it will probably be a lot more softer compared to the mass-produced shoes as well. The midsole on the shoe is slightly tinted yellow to give it a bit of an aged look. I really do like that because I think if they kept it normal white, it would look like too much in your face and like blinding to look at. So I like that they've tinted that a little bit like they have done with other shoes. I like the quality of the shoe. Maybe the design's not for me, but like I said, I'm just going to be flipping it. So yeah, I think this will be a really good release, probably the biggest one of 2021. Now we've done the review of the shoe, let's actually go on how to cop it and how to increase your chances of getting it. So the good thing is about this website is not only did it give us the review of the shoe, but it's also giving us how to actually get them. So if you scroll to the top here, it says where to buy. Price is obviously starting at $179, which is high for a Jordan 1, but if you look at it in perspective of the resale profit, it's not that high, it's just a small investment. I've clicked here, there's two sections, there's retailers and there's raffles. We'll quickly go over the retailers first. The first one is eBay, obviously it's going to be reselling. StockX reselling, Laced reseller, Collect reseller, and Nike to be confirmed. Like I said, it hasn't actually loaded onto the Nike Sneakers website. So retailers would be basically your resale market. So a lot of people have asked me in my DMs or in my comments, how or where can I actually get these shoes from if I haven't managed to cop for retail? And obviously you're going to be looking at the resale market. eBay I'd be a bit careful of because there's no verification process. There's not really a good money back guarantee unless you can prove that they're fake. The next one is StockX. We'll go on that website in a bit. Obviously you all know StockX. If you haven't seen my video, I'll leave that in the top right of the screen. And that basically tells you how to actually get shoes on StockX and the process, because a lot of people don't know. Laced is also a reseller. As far as I'm aware, they also have their own verification process as well. And the same goes with Collect as well, the same verification process. If we go on the raffles now, this is actually how you would end up hopefully copying for retail. So in the UK, there's 4 stores which are selling it for retail, plus number 5, which is Nike Sneakers whenever it loads. So this will be all raffles, and if you don't know how to cop on Nike Sneakers, I'm going to leave that link in the top right as well. If it's not there, then it should be in the description. A quick overview on how to actually cop is just putting as many entries as possible and running a VPN or a proxy. And this will mean that your IP is not getting tracked, so you're not going to be flagged for putting multiple entries. Offspring is obviously one of the UK's biggest retailers. If you follow their Instagram, they do also have giveaways and stuff to make it easier to actually get these shoes. Just try to get your entries in. These are your 4 websites to actually get them in on. And yeah, just try your best, put in as many entries as you can, and hopefully you'll get the shoe. Finally, let's look at the resale market for this shoe. So this is looking at a size 12, which is 1,633. The lowest ask has been 1,780 and the highest bid has been 1,600. If I go into my size, I'm a US 10. No, I'm a US 9, which means I'm a UK 8. And obviously the last sale has gone up, it's 2,180. If you're looking to get this shoe and you're not really bothered about the size, any size would obviously get you profit, like of course. But if you're looking at the most profit, I'd always recommend between UK 6 and UK 11 or 12. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. It was just a quick review and look at the Air Jordan 1s, the Travis Scott Fragment ones. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, and also comment any questions that you have, and I'll make sure I get through as many of them as I can. As I said, I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you could hit that subscribe button, it would be really, really helpful for me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.